Jonathan Sawtelle.
Staff Sergeant Travis Sandford.
I'm the captain and the operations officer for the 10th Combat Weather Squadron, Air Force Special Operations Command.
Me as Special Operations Weatherman, I deploy in austere environments to observe, forecast, and collect any kind of environmental data that can effectively enhance strategic and real-time battlefield situations.
As a Special Ops meteorologist, I take a look at an area of operations such as Afghanistan. I take a look at where the friendly forces are, where the enemy is, and the objectives we want to accomplish. I take the limited number of Special Ops weather teams and equipment we have and determine where they need to go so we can best buy down risk and give us the greatest advantage over the enemy.
Your first forecast is always your most important forecast.
We collect the most important information of the weather, the snowpack, the rivers, the trafficability of the roads and the conditions, and we advise the commanders of the timing, the severity, and the impacts to operations.
If you're wrong, you're going to endure the tough time with them, so they can respect that.
We have to be able to manage our complete and total understanding of the science of meteorology, and then at the same time we need to be able to have a mastery understanding of mission planning, of military decision making, and then integrate the weather information in a relevant way, in a timely way, so that somebody can take action on our info.
It was one of my first deployment in 2010. It was one of my very first missions, actually.
In late February 2006, I was on an air base in Afghanistan.
And I just got into the team. I'm just, kind of vetting myself. I'm trying to be part of the team and do everything I can. So we're going on a mission. It's just supposed to be a simple reconnaissance patrol.
And there was a suicide bomber at the gate and a mass casualty event.
And I had a teammate that was shot, and it was in the vicinity of me. And for that moment, it was like part of me was scared, and then training kicked in, and you remember what you had to do. And
more than 40 wounded were brought in to the hospital where I was at the time, visiting a friend.
And I just think about what my teammates back home would do, what my friends would think. Like when I make a decision, this is their impression of me. So that's where I made the decision that, hey, I'm gonna do everything I can. So I went and helped recover the casualty, and we got him on a helicopter flight.
And we put on our gloves, and we were able to help triage and treat the wounded.
And he was able to make it back to the United States before he eventually passed away. I gave it everything I had.
We are augmented not only as meteorologists, but as special ops warriors trained every day to be able to medicate and survive in any situation.
It's the fun stuff that everybody wants to do, but you're jumping out of airplanes and you get to blow stuff up. You're working with explosives and things like that. So kind of a jack of all trades. You're expert in weather, but you kind of got your hands dirty on a lot of other things.